Right, here we are with a Q&A, all the questions that you need answering by the man who's got the answer, at least I hope he has, MX Nationals Director, Paul Irwin. Paul, let's get started with some questions that we know people are going to ask.
Yeah, because it's going to happen, isn't it? There's going to be loads of questions about the 2021 MX Nationals. First one I want to address is, how do we register, mate?
Registration's open now. Best way is to email info@mxnationals.co.uk and just register your interest, and someone will get back to you really quickly.
There we are. You?
It's as simple as that. Right, here's one for you, and I think this is going to be a regularly asked question. COVID is clearly not going to go away in a hurry. So how are we going to deal with that? What's the plan with COVID going forward?
We don't see there's going to be a massive change going into next year. I think we'll still be living with it. We're going to just carry on enhancing what we've done this year. So a lot of the same measures, face masks will still be around, I'm sure, and we'll continue to build on how we've run the series this year.
Okay. The long bank holiday weekends, because obviously me and Jeff in the previous video that we did, we announced some big dates, really big dates.
Yep.
What's your ideas going to go into those dates, or what's going to come from it?
A lot of the dates that we've selected for next year are bank holidays. That gives us a lot of opportunity to try different race formats, practice days, straight rhythm. There's a million ideas that we've got, and we'll announce them as we go.
Lots of ideas, lots of changes, as we said, progression and trying to, make the championship quality over quantity. So what's your thinking with the pros coming in and racing on a Saturday? What's the idea there?
I'd like to see the pros racing 2 days. I'd like to see the experts and the pros get their chance in their own capacity. The 250 pro guys have a hard time in the fastest 40. Quite often they'll win a race and you might not even know they've won a race. So it would be good to see them up against their own capacity just on Saturday. I don't want to lose the fastest 40. That's fantastic racing. It's been awesome all year.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
We'd all agree with that. We agree with that?
I agree with that. And I think that touching on, just so they get a bit of limelight on the Saturday would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Like you said, they get lost sometimes.
Yeah, look, we need to keep finding pro riders. We've got 40 good riders in this country. I think there are more than that out there. I think if we can build on the expert class, let them try their luck against the pros. Let's see where they fit.
Yeah, no, 100%. Why are we going to 6 classes instead of 8?
Next year is about quality over quantity. We had a lot of classes this year. We're up against curfews at a lot of venues. We're up against time trying to fit the racing in. If we get any hold-ups or if we need any track work, we're up against time, and it makes the race, it's very difficult to fit it in and to give everyone the quality that they deserve. So we're cutting back. There's only 6 groups, which means we have more time to make sure the track is as safe and as raceable as it can be, and it gives us an earlier finish. It ticks so many boxes for the championship.
I think there's just benefits all round, isn't it, for everybody, teams, people, everybody watching.
Going on from that then, the 85cc class, what is, open 85? So what's the changes there? What are we doing with the 85s?
We want one premier 85 class. I think it's going to be a majority of big wheels. It's open to small wheels if they are fast enough and they feel that they want to race with the big wheels, but it is an open 85 class, the same as they have in Europe. And we are very much a stepping stone into Europe, into the next classes up. So the tracks are super tough. I think some of the small wheels struggle when we beat tracks to death with the amount of riding and the level of the riders. So one premier 85 class.
Yeah, and obviously the idea that the track still very much, like you just outlined briefly, develops the rider, so they're racing proper, what we call proper rough motocross circuits to improve their skills.
Absolutely, whether we like it or not, we destroy tracks. The tracks are very, very tough. You see them at the end of any MX Nationals.
Yeah.
They've had a hard weekend.
Especially with 2 days pro now as well. The tracks are going to develop differently. Probably better in a lot of circumstances, but not so much for the real kiddies who are just starting out, maybe.
Yeah, I think as a championship, it's tough for the younger small wheels. I'm not sure they're ready for the level of track and the level of racing.
Yeah.
Their time will come. for next year, it's Open 85.
I got one question more to ask, which actually I should have asked you earlier when I asked you about the pros on the Saturday. The pro expert class then on the Saturday, exactly how does that work? How are you going to manage that, putting the pros and the experts together in the same race?
So pro riders will register as pro riders, experts will register as experts. On the Saturday there'll be an MX2 qualifying and then a separate MX1 qualifying. That will decide their grid position for Saturday, and the experts and the pros will ride together in their respective capacity classes. Sunday goes back to the separate format, fastest 40 or expert. But points from both days will qualify for the championship. So pros will score 4 point scoring rides over the weekend.
That's
and
cool.
experts
Yeah,
the same.
no, I like that.
So no shirking from the pros going, oh, we'll just run the Sunday. You've got to be in it on the Saturday.
Yeah, I think progressively going forward, like you said, you do want to progress. It opens that up, doesn't it? Like, you know, there's been call-ins for 250s especially to have their own race, and this is the only way you can be able to do that.
The races will be 20 minutes plus 2 on Saturday, so they're slightly shorter. Obviously 4 25-minute races is a tough ask over a weekend.
Yeah, sprint racing on Saturday.
2 20-minute plus 2s on Saturday, 2 25 plus 2s on Sunday for the pros, and 4 20 plus 2s for the experts.
Sounds good to
Cheers
me.
for clearing that up, Paul.
Have you got any more questions?
I've
Sonny?
got no
Have you
more.
done?
No, I'm done.
I think I'm done. I'm sure there's a fair few out there that will have. So if you do, obviously hit us up on social media or contact anybody at
email
mitchellmxnational.co.uk if you've got any more queries. Hopefully that clears up most of the changes for 2021. We're all looking forward to it. Again, progressive, quality over quantity. And remember, we are live streaming for free.
Absolutely free.
Get on it, people.
Cheers,
Come and join
guys.
us at the Mitchell MX Nationals for 2021.